already feeling better.
Oakfather preserve you. There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another, then I can join you. Ready at your side.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
The cub speaks. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command.
What is it, my friend? Minsc is honored indeed, but you have not the space, Minsc and Boo, stand ready. Just tell us where to do it. What is it, my friend? Oh, the mind of Minsc is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface, a lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsc, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsc you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting bridges too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsc. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. So thought my first teacher in the berserker arts. I gulped air like a greedy ox, so she sent me pulling her cart until I learned better. Eventually, Minsc got so mad, he threw her cart down the mountainside. My first berserker rage. A fine teacher. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? True thoughts? Meaning there are untrue thoughts? As if someone would think one thing, but say another? I do not understand.
Your minds weave into one, what you seek laid instantly bare. His single innermost thought at the very center of his mind.
I still do not understand. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsc cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. No! There is a very ancient and very wise saying that Minsc lives by. He who would try to control evil must beware lest evil tricks him, steals his clothes, and kicks his backside with his own boots. I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago. Oh, Minsc knows all about this Emperor. It has tried to introduce itself to me already. Minsc does not trust it. No. I do not think our new friend wishes to see me blubbering, Boo. Minsc is normally the strong and violent type, but if you insist on hearing a sad tale, he can tell it. This Emperor played a very cruel trick. It made me believe that something lost had been found. It came to me in dreams, wearing a face I never thought to see again. Dinah here, a witch of my homeland. She was to be the greatest of them, and I her protector. It was not easy. She was a fierce and independent cub. She did not think she needed Mother Bear Minsc to protect her. And she was right. The elders sent us out into the world, thinking it would teach her to bow a little. But it was the world that bowed to Dinah here, wherever she went. And Minsc blundered along behind. And in the end, it was she who died, protecting me. Minsc has made many mistakes, but he has learned from every one of them. The lesson is always the same. Carry a bigger sword! There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsc. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsc bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure. The bards sing of fallen gods and mighty battles, but that is a small part of any saga. They do not sing of the times in between, when Saravak's butt had been kicked so hard that we thought he would never return. We settled in Baldur's Gate for a while. Gorian's Ward, Imoen, Jahira, Minsc, Boo, and Dinah here. My witch. She hated the city at first. Too busy, she said. Too noisy. Too many people. She complained of the smell. Although she complained of Boo's smell too, and he smells of fresh honey cakes, so Minsc believes her nose was confused. Then, one day, we walked past a shop full of wonders. Tiny magics fizzed in the air, and wizards from every corner of the world bickered and bartered. Sorcery sundries. Dinah here fell in love. Dragged poor Minsc there every day, and made him stand watch while she browsed the shelves. Minsc frowned and complained. He felt more like a babysitter than a berserker. But how Dinah here smiled. Not long after, Minsc and Boo were captured, and Dinah here was dead. Oh, I would gladly be a babysitter again to see her smile. That is what I remember. More than any battles against Baal and his spawn. Yes, Boo, I know you miss her too. Boo says the tadpole thrives on her misery. To think dark thoughts is only to feed the darkness. It pleases Minsc more to sour its stomach with good thoughts, or better yet, not to think at all. With this in mind, Minsc thinks he has gathered enough fluff from gazing at his navel for the moment, no? A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. No! There is a very ancient and very wise saying that Minsc lives by. He who would try to control evil must beware lest evil tricks him, steals his clothes, and kicks his backside with his own boots. I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago. Shh, friend. Boo does not like worms. They make his butt go itchy and take his mind from butt kicking. We do not need these tadpoles. You should stop listening to this Emperor. Minsc trusts it less than a Thayan red wizard. Minsc is an open book with many pretty pictures. Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsc and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsc does not know. One moment we stood in the city slums, the next, ambush. Then Minsc and Boo woke on the wide with stone dust in sensitive places. If you wish to know the answer to that, ask a statue. For Minsc, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now. Minsc has lost many things. His witch, his mind, his home, his friends, his mind. But many good things remain. Boo is here. My steel is here. Jaira's face has more lines, but her tongue and wits are as sharp as ever. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on forever. And the stench of evil still makes Boo wish for a tiny peg on his nose. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsc and Boo will not rest. My friend, you saved my oldest and best and oldest friend from the Shadowlands. You pulled Minsc from the Absolute's hateful hands and delivered him back into those of his hamster. You chased after me, time and again, and saved me when you did not even know me. We are already more than friends. We are the best of friends, comrades in arms, companions in common cause. This is what you mean? Ah, you dart from one thing to another like Boo when he has supped on sugar. But I am glad you have raised the matter, for it has much been on the mind of Minsc also. No sex is an excellent idea. Minsc is not the den mother to deny his campmates their under-the-blankets business. But rest is important, and all our sweaty strength might be best directed at the cult. Or, at the very least, taken far outside of my hamster's hearing. I will say no more on the matter. Have you met my hamster?
I'll feel that one later. It's a long road ahead.
Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. On this matter I have held small counsel with Boo. If the worm is lodged within our skulls, should it not be possible to simply squeeze like so until something pops out? Pay that noise no mind. Boo has not feasted on evil's flesh in some time, and it has set his gut to bubbling. None at all. Though Boo is tiny, perhaps he could just crawl into our ears and... You are right, Boo. A ridiculous notion. It would be far too dark to see. Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. A curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsc. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Boo could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters. Now, look closely at Minsc, and what do you see? Where? Do not speak ill of our friends, and please, focus your gaze on Minsc. Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsc. If Minsc did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? It is precisely the same, although one is far easier to kick than the other. Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. As you wish, but quietly. It is... No! There is a... He who would try to control evil must beware lest evil tricks him, steals his clothes, and kicks his backside with his own boots. I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago. Oh, Minsc does not trust it. No, I do not think our new friend wishes to see me blubbering, Boo. Minsc is normally the strong and violent type, but if you insist on hearing a sad tale, he can tell it. This Emperor played a very cruel trick. It made me believe that something lost had been found. It came to me in dreams, wearing a face I never thought to see again. Dinah here. A witch of my homeland. She was to be the greatest of them, and I her protector. It was not easy. She was a fierce and independent cub. She did not think she needed Mother Bear Minsc to protect her. And she was right. The elders sent us out into the world, thinking it would teach her to bow a little. But it was the world that bowed to Dinah here, wherever she went. And Minsc blundered along behind. And in the end, it was she who died, protecting me. No, my friend. It is not the past I saw, but Dinah here as she would have been. Should have been. Hearing her voice again. For a moment, Minsc almost believed it. But then, The Emperor made a mistake. It did the one thing that Tiny here would never, ever do. It told Minsc exactly what he wanted to hear. Dinah here. Hers was more the habit of teaching Minsc many new ways to say the word fool. I think on what she would say to Minsc now, cowering from a creature in his own skull. Fine. If you say this tadpole is a weapon, then let us wield it. So long as it is still our hearts that guide us, yes? Or better yet, my hamster. You come to speak of the last time Minsc stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo. As you wish, but quiet. More talk of tadpoles. Minsc crunched on the one of flesh and fish. Was this not enough? This astral tadpole looks a mite overripe, says Boo, by the measure of aeons. Minsc does trust you. It is his stomach that might prove treacherous. But I suppose it has not caused you to paint the air with your innards of late? Fine. Minsc will dine on the little rockworm, if that is what you truly wish.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you. Just as the Emperor said. Your thoughts swirl with possibility. Your body strengthened, your mind bolstered, your very self expanded. All within your reach, if you open your mind to the parasite. A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Can you not? Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day you will be ready to listen. Ah, you speak of Minsc's misshapen skull. It is true. I once suffered a most heroic head wound. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsc as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. The way you tell the tale, it sounds almost silly. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. You come to speak of the last time Minsc stood watch? Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing. He will tell what he knows. But Minsc, of course, will translate. Ah, well, you have traveled at her side much longer than Minsc and Boo. What is it you feel for her? Oh, praise the three! So, I will speak freely. Of the drow, I can say only this. She may be treacherous, vicious, and much meaner than she has any need to be, but she is clearly no cleverer than Minsc. She too was duped by the Absolute, and she too seeks vengeance. So long as that is so, Minsc will not judge her. Boo still will, but quietly.
Always at your side.
You wish to consult me? A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind? Your party is full. Did you think I would not notice? Indeed. Ready when you are.
What is it, my friend? Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Who is Halsin? Oh, the tiny puny elf with leaves in his hair and dirt under his fingernails. His name is Halitosin. How very unfortunate. Minsc saw the druid chasing himself in circles and sniffing his own butt last night. He has spent too long as a wolf and not enough as a man. No, Boo! The druid did not beat Minsc at the arm wrestling. It was not a fair match, and he turned into an owlbear midway through, and there was grease on the tree stump.
Oakfather preserve you. You are blessed with several companions as it is. Perhaps dismiss one if you require me. I'm with you.
You will grow to like Jahira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes? Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Ah, the Great Blade of Frontiers. A fine name. Minsc has no idea what it means, but it suits young Will's air of mystery well. It is good to know the city did not go unprotected while I wore pigeon droppings on the wide. Jahira did her part, of course, but she prefers to scowl from the shadows. The city needs a name, a face, preferably a furry companion, too. Ho ho ho! Minsc would need a title to match. Something to wash away the Stone Lord's stain. The boot of backsides, perhaps? Or... Ay, Boo! Evocative, but so crude. I will stick to simple Minsc. Oh, the pale scoundrel has his charms, it cannot be denied. But, my friend, it gives me no pleasure to tell you, Astarion is not what he claims to be. Just last night, Minsc was dressing one of his many heroic wounds in camp, when Astarion stumbled upon the scene. I tell you, he grew pale as death itself. He licked his lips and trembled so violently that Minsc thought he might faint on the spot. The truth is painful, but undeniable. Astarion is a coward. How can he fight the battles to come when he grows soft at the first sight of blood? Just one moment. You are sure? And you could not have told me this before? Minsc may have been mistaken. Boo presents compelling evidence that Astarion may in fact be a vampire. Minsc has met many vampires, and never one whose smile did not hide treacherous teeth. But, as you say, it is good that we do not have any friends who could ever be mistaken for a rat, eh, Boo? If the sun can bear to look upon Astarion's monstrous face, then so can Minsc and Boo. For now, at least. Not minding is one of the many things Minsc is known for. You will grow to like Jahir. Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. She hangs split between her two sides, like a fifth coin that Boo once ate while it was still in the air. But, like Boo, after a great struggle within, I think Shadowheart has finally brought that coin to earth. She has shown herself to be a true Sharon, and lost to all but Lady Loss herself. You are asking Minsc to be pragmatic. That is a word that Jahira uses to win arguments. It does not work on Minsc, because Minsc does not know what the word means. If you are telling Minsc that it would be right to plant his boot on the hindquarters of 1,000 tiny orphans in order to save the city, Minsc says you may not be as righteous as you believe yourself to be. If we must, I do not wish to speak of the wizard. I could not have said it better myself. Even Boo finds him irritating, and Boo is the most patient soul in the realms. He came to me one night with a little book of mischief, full of words and their meanings. Posterior, he says. Can you say posterior? I refused. Minsc does not need to know the language of wizards. An impossible task. Minsc knows everything that Minsc knows, and Boo knows the rest. Gale would do better to educate himself in the ways of sword and steel than to throw these pointy words at Minsc. Ah, yes, Gale also owns a cat. A cat with wings. That is most unnerving for poor Boo. What? That is 1,000 times more interesting than anything that has ever been written in a book. Gale! My good friend! Where are you? Minsc and Boo would like to hear about the exploding! What is it, my friend? Minsc is an open book with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings.
You wish to consult me? A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Oakfather preserve you.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
I'm here for you. Always.
Can't slow down.
The cub speaks. Ask it.
My favorite traveling companion.
What's on your mind?